So now it's time to put our car, the player car, into the picture. So let's see how we can do it. The strategy is that whenever we will move the left and the right key, we'll be moving the car along with it. And I'll use the DOM update method to actually move the document.d update. I'll call the document dot. I'll call a function over and over again. That will work like an update method in the game, different game engines, and that will move the car repeatedly. So uh, yeah, now first of all, the first task that I have is to first, whenever when the page is refreshed, the the page has to be scrolled at the bottom of the site. So how we can do that? So that can be simply done via code. So I'm using jQuery here. So first thing I have to do is import jQuery. Otherwise, everything will break and fall apart. jQuery.css. Okay, I've also used this jQuery file inside of it to avoid any errors. Yeah, so we have the jQuery file intact now. Okay, I have written some of the jQuery code here. I'm using it as a template. Whenever I do something wrong, I'm going to explain this code. Well, I'll be writing it somewhere here also. Okay, so what I will do is that I'll set up a variable known as car speed. This car speed variable will tell us how fast this thing will move forward. The idle car speed that I have selected is 2. So because, and for the sake of time, I'll just be copying code that I've already made, but I'm going to explain you everything. Okay, the car speed will tell us how fast the car will move. We don't need a braking speed because there is no brake here. I will go into no brakes mode. So we have the update function. Let me remove this 1 2 3 4 5 6 function call, and I have the game container. Okay, in the game container, you want to scroll. The game container and the road container. Well, instead of scrolling at the game and the road container separately, I think it's best to scroll. Okay, the grass container, this will be the, okay, it has separate scroll bars for everything. We don't need the separate scroll bars for everything. We need to scroll the page upwards. So I don't think so we need a separate scroll bars here. We need to scroll the page. So we can do is window.scroll top, I guess. Window.scroll to method. Window.scroll to method. Okay, let me check the window.scroll to method. And W3 schools. So it will specify. Okay. Okay, I'll be making a function update here. Function update. I will be using window.scroll to method to scroll it. Window.scroll top, scroll top minus car speed. Okay, and this function update will be removed here. I don't need this anymore. So we'll be and after every set amount of time we'll be calling this update method. So I think I'll be using set interval here. Let me see what I use here. If there is set interval, yeah, every time we call the update method, every 1 second of time. So window.set interval, I call the update method every at the end of every 1 millisecond. Let us see if we get the desired effect. Okay, we haven't yet included this script game.js. That's why. Okay, we have included the game.js script. I don't know then what is the mistake there. Let me see. Scroll top is not a function. Okay, scroll top. This is a method here in the jQuery documentation. Okay, if I just simply do div dot scroll top, then reload it. Okay, we need to grab the document element, the DOM object. So scroll page using jQuery. Okay, what we can do is we can use the scroll top method to scroll using jQuery. Dot scroll function can also be used. Actually, I'm just it's a lot of things. Okay, this is kind of a workaround here. ID is equal to P. Okay, let's see if this works. Now the error is dollar is not defined. And why dollar is not defined? Because we have used jQuery dot CSS instead of jQuery dot JS. Okay. Scroll to window dot scroll to 0 or 10. Okay, the problem here is very simple because we don't have separate scroll bars. we are not able to use and scroll the containers individually. Okay, if we just have a function window.scrollTop here, let me check if window has the scroll top function. Yeah, it has scroll top function. Now I can use window.scroll top minus car speed. If this worked, then I don't think there would be a problem. Okay, window.scrollTop is not a function, it says. So what is window.scrollTop? Is it a value? It's not a function, it's a value. Okay, I just have to print console.log window.scroll top. Let me see what's happening now. Undefined. It's not even a value. I don't know why installation is showing window.scroll js. Windows.scroll will scroll to a particular place in x coordinate, y coordinate. Okay. Okay. If I just type a very big value, I hope, then it will be scrolled at the end of that. Window.scroll let us see if this is working. This is also not working. Yeah, it's working. So if I just write here very big value, and I just make it scroll, and I do here scroll minus minus, and if I set to the height here, it is equal to this, then I hope it will scroll. Yeah, I have already read Cinder for that place, so I hope it will scroll. Now this function will be called only when the document.ready function is loaded. So we can use document.ready for this function, and here after every second we'll call this window.setInterval. If I just type initialize scroll to 100 and then see, Let's see now. I don't know what's the problem here.